Hi everyone, I'm Dan. Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at conjunctions. In English, conjunctions are one of the most important types of words. They're very common and they help us link words, phrases, and clauses together. We're going to start with the easier ones and we're going to work our way to more difficult conjunctions. Really mastering these is a huge step to sounding fluent and natural. Using the wrong conjunction or using a conjunction that isn't appropriate is a major difference between fluent speakers and beginner to intermediate speakers. There are three main types of conjunctions. There's coordinating conjunctions, there's subordinating conjunctions, and there's correlative conjunctions. Let's take a look at each type and see how they're used in sentences. I will explain the meanings of these conjunctions and give examples so you can see how they work in different situations. I have created a free lesson guide on all of these conjunctions that you could access through the link in the description below. It's a complete summary for you to use offline and study and put to use in your everyday life. First, let's talk about coordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions are used to join two words, phrases, or independent clauses that are equal in importance. There are 7 main coordinating conjunctions in English, which you can remember from the acronym FANBOYS, FANBOYS. The 7 coordinating conjunctions are for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Each one has its own special purpose. The conjunction for is used to show reason or cause. It's similar to saying because. For example, I stayed at home for it was raining outside. The sentence explains why the speaker stayed home. It was because of the rain. You can also use for in the middle of sentences to show a connection between ideas, just like the word because. The conjunction and is one of the most common words in English, and it's usually one that even beginner English learners know. It's used to add more information. It connects two similar ideas, things, or actions. For example, I went to the store and bought some bread. Here, and connects two actions, going to the store and buying bread. And can also connect two ideas that are similar. For example, she is kind and smart. Both adjectives describe the person. So and is used to show that they go together. The conjunction nor is used to show a negative connection. It's often used after a negative sentence. For example, she didn't call, nor did she text me. Here, nor connects two negative actions, not calling and not texting. Nor is often used with the word neither in sentences. For example, neither the teacher nor the students were happy. The conjunction but is used to show a contrast or difference between two ideas. For example, I wanted to go to the party, but I was too tired. The word but connects two ideas, wanting to go to the party and being too tired. It shows that the second idea is different from the first. If you're an intermediate level English learner that's working towards an advanced level of fluency, check out the B2C Nation. This is an online community that we've created specifically for intermediate level English learners like you who are working towards that C1 or C2 advanced level of English. We have live lessons, live conversation practice, downloadable resources, and a supportive community for you to grow along with. I'll leave a link in the description for this video so you can check it out. We hope to see you there. The conjunction or is used to show choices or options. It connects ideas where you can choose one or the other. For example, would you like tea or coffee? Here, or gives the person a choice between two drinks, coffee or tea. Or can also be used when there are more than two options. For example, you can wear a blue shirt, a red shirt, or a white shirt. It gives more choices to the person. The conjunction yet is used to show a contrast. Similar to but it also adds the idea that something surprising or unexpected happens. For example, he's young, yet he's very wise. The word yet shows being wise is surprising for someone who is young. It's like saying even though. The conjunction so is used to show a result or effect. It connects an action or idea with the outcome. For example, it was raining, so I took an umbrella. The word so connects the idea of rain with the result of taking an umbrella. So is often used when something happens because of another event. Now that we've looked at coordinating conjunctions, let's look at the second category, which is subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions are used to join a dependent clause to an independent clause. A dependent clause is a part of the sentence that cannot stand alone because it doesn't make sense by itself. Subordinating conjunctions show the relationship between the two clauses. They can show reason, time, conditions, and contrasts. The subordinating conjunction because is used to show the reason for something. For example, she was happy because she got a gift. Here, because explains why she was happy. It shows the reason she received a gift. Because helps answer the question why. The word since is also used to show reason, but it can also mean from a certain time in the past. For example, I haven't seen him since last week. Here, since tells when something happened, showing the time. In another sentence, she stayed home since she was sick. Since shows the reason she stayed home, just like because. The word as can also be used to show reason. For example, he went home as it was late. In this sentence, as connects the reason for going home. It was late. The conjunction so that is used to show a purpose or goal. For example, she studied hard so that she could pass the exam. The words so that explain the reason for studying hard to pass the exam. It connects the action with the purpose of the action. The conjunction when is used to show time. It connects actions that happened at a specific time. For example, I was reading a book when she called me. Here, when shows the exact time something happened. The phone call happened while the speaker was reading a book. The word while is another conjunction used to show time. It can also show that two actions happened at the same time. For example, she listened to music while doing her homework. Here, while connects two actions happening at the same time, listening to music and doing homework. The conjunction after is used to show that one action happens following another. For example, we will go to the park after we finish our work. After shows the order of events. Finishing work first, then going to the park. The conjunction before shows that something happens earlier than another event. For example, I always brush my teeth before going to bed. Before tells us the order of events. Brushing teeth happens first, going to bed happens after. The word until is used to show that something happens up to a certain point in time. For example, I will wait here until you return. Until shows that the speaker will wait for the person to come back, and then they will stop waiting. The word once shows that something happens after a specific event. For example, once the movie starts, we won't be able to enter. Once shows that the movie must start before you are allowed to enter the room. The conjunction as soon as means immediately after. For example, we will leave as soon as the rain stops. As soon as shows the action of leaving will happen right after the rain stops. Remember to like this video if you find it helpful and subscribe to see our future English learning content. Now let's look at some subordinating conjunctions used for showing conditions. The word if is often used in these cases. For example, if it rains, we will stay inside. The word if shows that staying inside depends on whether it rains. If it rains, the condition is met, and the result is staying inside. The conjunction unless is used to show a condition that must happen for something else to happen. For example, I'll go to the party unless it's too late. Here, unless shows that the speaker will go to the party only if it's not too late. The phrase provided that shows a condition for something to happen. For example, you can go outside provided that you wear a jacket. This means that the condition for going outside is wearing a jacket. The phrase in case is used to show that something should happen to be prepared for something else. For example, take an umbrella in case it rains. This means you should bring an umbrella because it might rain. The words even if show that something will happen no matter what. For example, I'll go to work even if I'm tired. It means that being tired will not stop me from going to work. Finally, let's talk about correlative conjunctions. These are pairs of conjunctions that work together to join words or phrases. The conjunctions both and are used to connect two things or ideas that are similar. For example, she is both kind and generous. This shows that she has two similar qualities, kindness and generosity. The conjunctions either or are used to show a choice between two things. For example, you can either have tea or coffee. This means you must choose one of these two options. The conjunctions neither nor are used to connect to negative ideas. For example, neither the teacher nor the students knew the answer. This means that everyone, including the students and the teacher, didn't know the answer. The conjunctions not only, but also are used to show more information, showing that something is more than just one thing. For example, he's not only smart, but he's also hardworking. This shows that he is both smart and hardworking, adding more information about him. The conjunctions whether or are used to show that two options or possibilities are possible. For example, I don't know whether she will be there or not. This shows two possibilities. She may or may not be. These are all the main types of conjunctions in English. Each type helps connect ideas in different ways. By understanding how to use them, you can make your sentences clearer and more interesting. Remember, if you've found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see our future English learning content. Until next time, keep learning and we'll talk soon.